Hi Scorpio, welcome to your What They Aren't Telling You reading for March 22nd through April 5th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as per usual. Okay, full disclosure, I've had a cup of coffee. Got a little sassy on the last two readings and here's the thing, it's not the coffee, maybe. It's that, and this is the first time I'm doing Scorpio. It's not, so it wasn't like this is the third time doing this reading, but there's been this undercurrent of it's like spring is sprung, because you got on the one hand someone saying I'm just confused, I just don't know, and that's part of the story. But then really it's like I'm interested in other people and I just don't want this at all, but I'm trying to let you down easy. That's just wimpy to me. I don't know. So I've gotten a little testy, a little salty. The coffee may or may not be a factor. Just saying, I'm coming off of being salty after a few readings. Shutting up. All right. Knight of Pentacles. This feels like, before, just an intuitive read, this feels like things are... It feels like there might be some stagnant or stuck energy, and that there might have been an offer made, but it's not, it's only because of the way things have been going. It's because it's more practical in nature. Just a hunch here. Sometimes I feel like I could, talk for 10 minutes just on this, but this is a very steady, practical approach to something. So if there has been an offer, it's because it makes sense to do so because of past history. Or historically, you two have been this way, so we're just going to continue that trend. And all right, let's see. King of Cups, 8 of Swords, 3 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 4 of Swords, the World. The World, Wheel of Fortune. Good gracious. All right. So perhaps someone has there's been an ending, perhaps. Maybe they're saying they want to break up, or they think that you two should end, or they're offering a reason why things have ended, because maybe we were fighting. That's always never wrong, really. I mean, especially if someone's conflicted, bickering, whatever, right? But they're not doing... I think they're reconsidering. If there's been an ending, or if they're talking about ending, I think they might be reconsidering. What's this King of Cups about? What's this King of Cups about? This could be Pisces. Could be Pisces or Taurus we're dealing with here. What's this King of Cups about? Okay. What's this 8 of Swords? This could be Sagittarius right here. Doesn't have to be. This is just somebody that is a leader. This is somebody that is always on to the next situation. They create something and then they're off to the next one. They're really awesome on the wow. Maybe not on the how. their passion is to create, to always be where it's at, be in the mix, be creating, entrepreneur. Typically, they're very honorable, that type of person. Very self-confident, self-assured. Really likes, your natural extrovert. Doesn't have to be, but this is someone with a lot of energy and a lot of courage and confidence and a lot of passion. This is somebody that's very, it's not that they're reserved, it's just that they've got their emotions in check. They could be just being compassionately distanced from something, or they could be feeling all the feels but not being guarded. Either way, they're very strategic. They're keeping their emotions in check. Kings sit in the seat of power, so their power is how and when they release their emotions. It's like emotional leverage in some sense. This one is about passionate direction, and if they can sort of contain that for one project and good and movement and this and that, or if it's about being a diva and controlling and domineering, as with all kings. Anyway, emotional, passion, movement, career. All right. So we've got someone. It could be that they're just solitary and they've got a lot to offer right now emotionally. They're working on a lot of things. Or it could be that the emotional aspect of this relationship was very trying on them. That's kind of a crap thing to say, but okay. They're wondering, I think, if they did the right thing, though. Both of these are about hard work. Both of these are about hard work. This one might be portraying that they did that, everything's, I'm just really working hard. I'm thinking about things. I have all the feels, but I really want to take care of things first on this end. Whereas over here, they're wondering if they actually did the right thing, if they could have done more. If things are going to be different now, how different are they going to be? What's this 5 of Wands here? Okay. This is 4 of Swords. What's this? Thinking things over. So ever since you became a committed, connected couple, or is that what you're fighting about? There's been bickering about if the relationship should be taken to the next level, or is it bickering because someone might be emotionally manipulative? Perhaps they feel an offer that was made was with contingencies or strings attached, or more than they bargained for, more than they want, more than was discussed, or they're ready for. There's something that they feel like they need to take a break from and kind of make a decision. The decision has been made. It's just there's no action been taken after realizing the decision, after hearing the decision. There's been no movement forward. So is this someone asking someone for a reconciliation and someone taking time to think about it? What's this World about? We got Judgment here, and then we got the World. What's this World about? Ooh. So I think they've... What's this 10 of... What's this 10 of Wheel about? What's this Wheel of Fortune about? This Wheel of Fortune. This could very well be that there is someone else, because we got the queen and the king here. We got suited, so that might mean that there's somebody else secretly. However, the Wheel of Fortune for me always means circling back around to the same situation. So this could speak that now is not the time for it. They've simply got too much to do. They might be looking over their shoulder, looking back at you like, did I do the right thing? Oh God, or this is not, whatever. Even though it looks like they're at peace with it and they're just working really hard and they're doing a lot of things. But I feel like they're still conflicted about this ending, and if they should have done things differently, what they should do, where to go forward. And so there's an offer here. We got offers, but there's an offer, but there's bickering about this offer. There's conflict about this offer. And I think it's because this person wants an ending for now. I don't think they're telling you that, though. They might be saying that they just don't feel like it's the right time. But I think it's that they need a break, and it's not just because it's the right time. I think what they're not telling you is that they need a dang break and they think it's over. I think they just don't know. And instead of this being about forward movement and reconciliation, I mean, this could be about somebody asking for reconciliation, but this person's not feeling it. They might tell you that they want time to think about a reconciliation offer, a reconciliatory offer, but they're probably going to come back and say, you know what, I think we're just done. I think I'm done. Look at this. We got the World and 10 of Pentacles. This is not having it all. This is somebody that's walking away from stability because they want to take their chances and see what they can do. They don't want to arrive at, they don't want this to be it and to settle into a stable, steady, connected lifestyle. They want passion and adventure, and they want to roll the dice and take their chances. Take their chances. All right. Scorpio, this would be where I start to go on a rant. Nobody wants to hear that. Hold on. What's this Three of Wands about? It is what it is, right? I know some of you hate that. I can't stand that. I know. Right? 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands. Yeah. There it is. You're not happy, but you don't feel like there's anything you can do about it. Yeah, you're not happy about this ending, but there's nothing you can do about it but wait and be patient. This person, for all intents and purposes, is probably telling you as much as they feel comfortable with, which still is everything. I don't think they want it. Scorpio, I don't think they want what you're offering, or whatever. If there's been conflict about things moving forward, they actually want a break. And whatever decision they've made, it needs to take time to take shape for them. They need a rest. They need a break. And maybe this is them promising that, you know what, I'm going to end things over here and there's going to be stability for us. I don't see it, though. I feel like that they're telling you that, you know what, I think we're just over. I don't want this connected, committed thing anymore. I want to take my chances. That what they're not telling you is that they want to take their chances and they want to do what they want to do when they want to do it. They don't want to be committed or connected anymore. So any offer of reconciliation or forgiveness or they're not going to take you up on it, or you're not going to take them up on it. Then an offer will be rejected. It looks like you need time to heal. It looks like, distance may be a factor here, and there's nothing you can do about that, and that could be why things ended. This could be an online relationship. I mean, we've got the wands and the swords here, so if this is involved, especially, it might feel like there's not much you can do, but you need to stand down and you need to stop your involvement with this person, because things are what they are right now, and this is about not things being stagnant or stuck or someone being stubborn. Okay. And maybe this is you going like, look, I have all this to offer. And this could even be just the relationship being physical at this point. But this is, I've got this to offer, but the person is not meeting you halfway, and it's because they don't want it. They don't want it. They're just not telling you that. I think they might be doubting that decision, but we go from kind of feeling like trapped and bound about there's nothing they can do, wondering if they did the right thing, wondering what options they can do because they really want to be out and about, and needing a rest from making any kind of decisions. The decision's been made, but having to do anything about that decision. They just need a rest. Again, could be, Scorpio, that your person, you're watching and waiting this situation play out with your person, because we've got suited here. So I remember in the last couple of readings it was about third-party situation. It could very well be that this person is having to resolve a situation with somebody else, and they're feeling quite anxious about it. And before things pick up for you and this person, they need time and they need just withdrawal and rest. They've just ended a secure, stable relationship where there might have been a proposal of some sort, and they need time to rest. They want to just not have any obligations or demands on them. Okay, so if this is with you waiting for another person, there you go. If it's you with you, same thing applies. They don't want any demands on them, and it's your job to basically, this is gonna suck, it's hard, to accept the way things are now, and to look for other, because we got the Ten of Swords here. This is things being ended and hands off, and there's nothing you can do. You might be affected by this situation, but there's nothing you can do about it, and this is an irrevocable or an irreparable ending. You typically, you don't come back from this. Whatever it is has been defeated, betrayed, steeped in crisis to the point where you're left just hanging, literally. You're just hanging. There's nothing to be done. This is waiting, being patient, hoping. I don't think this is about you waiting and hoping, though. I don't think that should be part of it. I think this speaks to more like, all right, consider other options. Look out and see what else can be out there for you, because I don't think this person is it. They're just not feeling it. Scorpio. What would their person tell them? Scorpio's person. One more. What would Scorpio's person tell them? What would Scorpio's person tell them? person. Scorpio. Again with the waiting, again with the whatever, somebody supported somebody so much to where it almost felt like it broke their back. This feels like someone felt very much like they were the one that was quite in support of somebody else as far as stability, control, all of that. And somebody else, this could be saying you, Scorpio, have been waiting and waiting and offering and wanting to fight for something that you believe in, but this other person just isn't that into it, and they're up here sitting pretty, being suspended and whatever, and you're just like, holy cow, it takes two of me to hold this up. Or starting to feel that way. And you know, there's nothing wrong with supporting somebody, right? It's just that it doesn't have to be backbreaking, and at some point it has to come back to center and be reciprocal again. Otherwise, we're just talking about a ministry or charity. It's not a relationship. It's an exchange. It's not a relationship. What else for Scorpio? Okay, so I think that's what this says reinvention. I think that's what this is about right here. This is about look elsewhere for what you want, because this situation, there's nothing you can do about it, and it has been this at this point, whatever's happened, it's ended. It is so severely in crisis that there's no coming back from it. It's kaput, it's in. So this is about you looking elsewhere to reinvent, to reshape, to recreate movement forward, because this was there. It was not. Things were stagnant, and this whole supporting capacity of being a support of someone was not going to change. Could be that there's a lot of fighting and bickering about movement forward romantically, and the other person's like, I just don't want it. I'm not feeling it. All right. Scorpio. Huh. Maybe this is about someone who has been in a loving, committed, trusting relationship, doesn't want it anymore. They just want to get out there and play the field and be unattached. This could be a relationship of longevity, and now someone doesn't want that anymore. This could be someone wanting to turn a friendship into a romantic situation, and the other person doesn't want it. Somebody wants the relationship to go to the next level, and the other person is just not feeling it anymore, or they don't want it in the first place. I know you're right, but I need to come to my own conclusions. That could be what your person is saying to you, Scorpio. And also, you've been in my dreams. All right. Maybe that's what this conflict is about right here, is they want to do it themselves. They want to create and go and do for themselves. And if you've been in the position of supporting them, at some point this might feel, I'm not saying it is, I'm saying this might feel like you're doing everything and mothering them or fathering them, and they're just like, I want to get out there and do it on my own. And then come to find out it's not just about that. They just want to be done with the connection entirely, because I don't think this is about reconciliation. I think this is about realizing they don't feel the same, coming to grips with that, needing some time off because of that, and then ending and walking away from all this stability because they really want to go create on their own. They want to go do their own thing. They want to take their chances. You've been supportive. You've been a great friend. You've been the best partner ever, quite possibly. This is about support. This is about trusted, loyal companionship. But they still want to roll the dice, take their chances, and go find it themselves. All right, Scorpio, I hope this was helpful. I'm sorry that it's not better news. I hope you are able to change your focus because I don't feel like you're going to get any. There's nothing for you here with this person, honestly. All right. Just no, that's 5. Okay, I was gonna say 2 4s. No, okay, all right. Doesn't matter. I hope to see you in the next reading. I'm sorry. You take care, okay?